Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be reading Brave Sahil. Let's start. Sahil was an 8-year-old boy who lived in a small village with his parents. His village was a very remote one and did not have too many places where people could go to have fun. The only way for children to have fun there was to either play in the small field near a big pond situated in the middle of the village or an old run-down castle which was built ages ago, and only the ruins stood in the forest near the village. The children sometimes went to the castle to play hide and seek or to pick wild berries that grew near the castle. The elderly village did not like the children going near the castle, as they believed that it was haunted. There were stories of two ghosts wandering near the castle after the sunset, and sometimes even in the afternoon, but the children never paid any attention to it and went away. One evening, Sahil and his friends decided to go to pick berries because they loved the jam Sahil's mother made from it. They took a couple of small bags with them and walked to the castle. By the time they reached the castle, it became dark, but they went prepared. They lit their torches to find berries. The three friends got busy picking berries. Sahil's friend, Vinod, somehow wandered close to the castle while he was picking the berries. He heard some noises from inside the castle. He got curious and went inside to see where the noise was coming from. Sahil, Sahil and his other friend Aditya were busy picking berries and after a while noticed that Vinod was nowhere to be seen. They picked their bags and started looking for Vinod. They called out his name several times but got no answer. Both of the boys got worried and did not know what to do. They were scared and knew that they would get in trouble for losing Vinod. Aditya told Sahil to leave Vinod there and return. He said that no one knew they came to here together, so they won't get in trouble. He also suggested Sahil to go back home and sleep without telling anyone Vinod's disappearance. Sahil thought about it and was tempted to do as the Aditya suggested, but in his heart he knew this was wrong. He did not want to leave his friend there without knowing what happened to him. He asked Aditya to look for him for a little more before returning, but Aditya refused. He picked up his bag full of berries and ran back home. Sahil did not leave and was sure that he would find Vinod. So he lit his torch and started looking for Vinod again. He was scared as it got darker, and the castle looked very scary. He had never gone inside the castle before, but today he mustered all his courage and stepped inside. It was dark, and he could hear the owl hooting close by. He walked past the first room of the castle, but did not see Vinod. He decided to go farther, and when he entered the second room, he heard some noises. He tiptoed inside and hid behind a wall to see who was talking in the other room. He turned his torch off and put his ear in the hole in the wall to hear what was going on. Sal heard two people talking. They were talking about the robbery that took place a couple of days ago in the next village. They were talking to each other how this castle has been safe place from them to hide the things they steal from people, and how they have been fooling people by making noises at night and making people believe that the castle was haunted. They seemed very happy and were laughing at how the villagers were a bunch of fools. Saul could not believe his ears. He immediately understood that these two men were thieves and were fooling the villagers and using the castle as their hideout. Saul stood near at the door to listen more, and that is when he heard Vinod cry for help. Vinod was sitting in the corner of the room with his hands tied up and was crying. He was begging the men to let him go and was promising them they won't tell anyone about what happened today. But the men were laughing at him. One of the men said that they need to get rid of Vinod or they will be caught, and other one suggested waiting for a couple of more hours before killing Vinod to avoid anyone hearing his cry. Sahil wanted to comfort those men and save his friend, but knew that he wouldn't be able to win because he was just a child, and they were two grown up men. Sahil tiptoed back outside and stood there thinking about what to do. He first thought of running back home and telling his father about the situation, but then realized that his father would not believe him and might stop him from going and telling the story to others. He did not want to take a chance and waste time crying to convince his father or the villagers to come save Vinod. He then decided to run to the police station near the village. He left his bag full of berries there and started running. The police station was a little further away from the village, but the chances of the police believing him were more than the people in the village. He gathered up all his energy and started running as fast as he could. He reached the police station and went into the charge and told him that he knew the hideout of the two thieves that robbed the next village. The in charge at first did not pay too much attention to him, but when he heard Sahil mentioning the specific amount of catch and jewelry that was stolen from the village, he knew that Sahil was telling the truth. He immediately ordered his men to get the car and took Sahil with him. Meanwhile, the two men in the castle decided to kill Vinod and throw his body in the forest. They grabbed Vinod and took out a knife to kill him, but then the police entered and lit up their torches, startling the thieves. The thieves dropped their knives and tried to run, but the police caught them and brought them to the car. They then freed Vinod and consoled him. They took both the boys to the village and gathered all the villagers. The in charge recited the whole incident in front of the villagers and told them that these two thieves were the ones who were fooling people into thinking that the castle was haunted. He also congratulated Sahil's parents for having such a brave boy in the family who did not give up on his friend and risked his life by coming all the way to the police station at night to save him. The in charge promised Sahil to send his name for the Bravery Award and thanked him for helping in the catch the thieves. Sahil's parents were happy and proud of their son. The next morning, all the villagers went to the castle with Sahil without being afraid. They decided to beautify the area near the castle and to plant more berry trees there for the kids to enjoy. It was due to Sahil's bravery those thieves were caught and Vinod's life was spared. It also ended the rumors of the haunted castle in the village, and the castle was turned into a place where people went in their free time to enjoy its beauty, of course, the berries. The end. Please subscribe to our channel. Keep watching our videos. Like, share, do anything you want. Give them, share them to people. Put them in different places. But copyright not allowed. But thank you. Bye. And one more thing. Sorry, not more thing. If you want to ask us any question you want, type in the comments below. If you want to do it even better, just go to exploring journey dot. Go to double. Go to explore. What is it called? Exploring journey. Exploring journey at gmail.com. Okay, go exploring journey gmail.com. You'll have fun. Thank you. Bye.